It's time for fun.
Oh, hello! Welcome to the Cubby house. We just told our friends here that today is the first Sunday of November and that there's only 7 more weeks until we celebrate Christmas together. Then our friends got so excited that they wanted to share what they hoped to get for Christmas, and we asked if we could write down their wish list. Pineapple hopes to get a Star Wars Lego set, and Charles hopes to get a new ball that squeaks when he chews it. Rainbow Unicorn hopes to get lots of colorful stickers. Oh, and Drax hopes to get a cool 2-wheel bike. He's been practicing. Have you started thinking about Christmas yet? Is there any special toy or game that you hope to get under the Christmas tree? I am hoping to get more books. And I am hoping to be able to see my family in America for Christmas. Although, I really do hope I can, but I'm not sure it'll really happen. Wait, Megan, if you go to America for Christmas, you'll miss seeing Sam. Is Sam coming for Christmas again? Yep, his grandmother just told me. Well, do you know what day? I would really like to see him. No, his grandmother said he was definitely going to come around Christmas time, but she's not sure exactly what day. Oh, I do hope I get to see him. I wish I knew exactly what date he would be getting here. Actually, all this talk about what we hope for reminds me of our Bible story today. We have been learning about how the church is united. And one of the greatest ways the church is united is by our hope in Jesus. Specifically, our hope that Jesus is coming back to be with his people. Paul in our story today reminds the people of Thessalonica to have hope in Jesus' return. Let's hear our story from Megan and Jessie now.
Hi friends, it's me, Megan, and my name is Jessie. Megan, what time is it? Oh, there's a clock. Looks like it's about 10:35. Oh, man. What? Where is he? Where is who? The mail carrier. He always comes at 10:30 and he is late today. I've never known you to care about when the mail arrives, Jessie. I'm usually not, but today is different. My grandma sent me a surprise in the mail. She said it should arrive today. I can't wait. Oh, fun. That is very exciting. What time is it now, Megan? It's 10:36, Jessie. Only 1 minute since you last asked. Oh, sorry. That's okay. I have an idea. Why don't we listen to today's Bible story while you wait? The believers in Thessalonica were waiting too. Listen to this story. Paul had traveled to the city of Thessalonica. The people there worshipped idols, things that were not God. Some of them even worshipped the leader of Rome. Paul told the people about Jesus, and many of them believed. Paul started the church in Thessalonica, but not everyone liked Paul or his teaching about Jesus. They made him leave the city. Paul worried about the believers in Thessalonica. They had not been believers for very long. So Paul sent his friend Timothy to visit them. Timothy brought back happy news. Even though following Jesus was not easy, the believers did not give up. Paul wrote a letter to encourage the believers. He told them that Jesus will come back someday. On that day, believers will not suffer anymore. This message gave the believers hope. Paul wrote, "To the church in Thessalonica, we want you to know what is true. We believe that Jesus died and rose again." Paul said that believers who die before Jesus comes back will not miss out. When Christians die, Jesus takes them to be with him. When Jesus comes back, he will bring with him the Christians who died, and we will live with him forever. Paul wrote, "No one knows when Jesus will come again, so we should always be ready." prophets in the Old Testament told about the day when God would judge the world and save his people. Paul said that in the future, Jesus will come back for his people and judge the wicked. Believers can live with hope because Jesus will come again.
That was such an encouraging story.
It was. But I have a question for you, Megan.
Yeah, of course. It's important to ask questions about the Bible, and the Holy Spirit helps us understand God's Word better. So what's your question?
Well, it's about the word hope. You see, we use the word hope to talk about things that we wanted for Christmas. But we don't actually know if we're going to get them or not. We really hope we do, but we can't be sure if we got it or not until Christmas morning. My question is, how do we know Jesus is actually coming back to be with his people? We hope he does, but do we just have to wait and see if he does, like waiting for Christmas morning?
That is a great question, Meg. Actually, sometimes words can change meaning over time, or one word might have more than one meaning. With the word hope, we often use it to mean something we want, but in the Bible, the word hope means a confident expectation that God will do what God has promised to do. Meg, what if your parents read your Christmas wish list and told you that they had gotten you books? Would you just hope to get it on Christmas morning, or would you be pretty sure that you will get it because you trust the words of your parents? It's even more so with God. We can have a very secure hope and expectation that God will do what God has promised to do. He always keeps his promises, and we don't know exactly when or how he will, but he always does.
So the church is united in that kind of hope. I securely hope that Jesus will come back to be with his people.
Yes, and as the church, that leads us to want to tell more people about Jesus. But it also helps us encourage one another. Sometimes life can be hard and sad, but we as the church remind each other that Jesus is coming back to make all things right and good. This helps us keep trusting Jesus even when things are hard and sad. And the church is to remind people to be ready for Jesus to return at any time.
So to be ready, do I sit out on my lawn and look at the sky and wait?
No, you are still doing all the normal things, but while you are doing them, you're watching and being excited for Jesus' coming, because you don't know when he'll come back, but you want to be ready.
Oh, that reminds me of a game that I love to play called Musical Statues.
How does that remind you of being ready?
Well, when the music plays, everybody dances around, but you have to also be aware and listening because the music could stop at any moment.
That's right. You don't know when the music is going to stop. So you have to be dancing, but also listening, but also ready to stop at any moment.
Do you think we could head to the garden and play that game together?
That sounds like a great idea. But maybe first we could sing our Bible verse song together out in the garden. We'll see you out in the garden in just a tick.
Music time with Meg. Today's memory verse, Acts 4:12. You ready? Words are here, pineapple's here, and you're here. Jesus is the only one who can save people. Jesus is the only one who can save people. No one else in the world is able to save us. No one else in the world is able to save us. Jesus is the only one who can save people. Jesus is the only one who can save people. No one else in the world is able to save us. No one else in the world is able to save us. Do 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 do. This is Acts 4:12. Okay everyone, time to play. Get up on your feet, ready to dance. I'm gonna play some music, and every time I stop, you have to freeze where you are. You ready? Go. Good job. job, everyone. You're really good at that game. Listening to see when the music's going to stop and then freezing. Hey, Megan.
Yeah?
If this is our last story of our series on the church, what happens next?
Well, we will be starting a series on 1st and 2nd Kings. So next week, get ready to meet a king.
I don't know that the Cubby House is ready to have a king in it. Could I fix it up a bit?
Of course, the Cubby House does need some fixing up. Well, then we will see you next week here at the Cubby House. Bye.
In the Cubby House, it's time